The most powerful man on earth was crying inside his own tomb. Not because he was sick, not because he lost a war, but because he realized something terrifying. Even kings turn to dust. I am Khufu, and this is the dark secret inside the Great Pyramid. My father, King Sneferu, didn't build one pyramid, he built three. The first one's walls collapsed, the second one was crooked, the third one was perfect. But do you know what they said when he died? They said, now his son can build a taller one. That night, I looked at my father's body. His face was so calm, as if death was a relief for him. But I felt no relief. I felt fear, a fear I had never felt before. I thought, if Sneferu, the owner of 3 pyramids, was forgotten, then what will happen to me? I decided to do what no human had ever done on this scale. Not a temple, not a statue, a pyramid. Not just any pyramid, but a structure that would challenge time itself. A structure that would make my name impossible to erase. I went to the master architects. They said, this is madness. I said, I am the king. Imagine this, an empty plateau, nothing but sand and a burning sun. Then one command from me changes everything. Thousands of workers gather, ropes, sleds, primitive tools, and the first stone is placed. Over 2 million stones, some weighing more than 2 tons, cut from the quarries of Aswan, transported on wooden sleds, dragged across hundreds of kilometers, not by machines, but by human hands. Hands that bled, bodies that collapsed, faces that lost all feeling. But here's the truth no one tells you. They were not slaves, as many believe. They were farmers, working during the Nile flood season when their lands were submerged, and farming stopped. They ate, they lived, but still, they died. And at night, I stood on the plateau alone, watching the pyramid rise, stone upon stone, and I felt something strange, a mix of pride and fear. And I told myself, I'm getting closer to eternity. I went to the priests time after time. They wore leopard skins and carried sacred papyrus scrolls. They told me the same thing every time. Build a great tomb, and your soul will live forever. You will become a god. Their words were comforting, reassuring, so I believed them. And I didn't just build a pyramid, I built an entire world inside it. Hidden passages, secret chambers, traps, illusions, treasures of gold, statues, food, everything I might need in the afterlife. I prepared for everything, except one thing: doubt. At night, when all sounds faded, when darkness swallowed everything, I would wake up suddenly, my heart pounding like drums, and one question would tear everything apart. What if they're wrong? What if there is no afterlife? What if all of this is just stone stacked on stone? One day, while inspecting the tombs of ancient kings, I found something I had never seen before. An open tomb, a shattered sarcophagus. The body was gone. No bones, no gold, no name. The wind had erased the inscriptions. I asked the guard, who was this? He shrugged. No one remembers. In that moment, I felt a knife pierce my chest. If this was the fate of a king, then what is my fate? 20 years of endless construction, an entire generation born, worked, and died for my dream. I stood on top of the pyramid, looking at the Nile, at the people. I was above everyone, but for the first time, I felt small. So small in front of one simple truth: death. And now, here I am, inside my pyramid, the tallest grave on earth. And my only wish? That one person, thousands of years from now, will ask, who was Khufu? Not what he built, but who he was. That's when I understood, far too late. Eternity is not in stone, not in height, not in size. Eternity is in impact, in what you leave inside people, not in what you build with your hands, but in what you change with your soul. If your life ended tomorrow, what one word would you want people to remember? Write in the comments. I'll go first. Legacy. Now your turn.